New Orleans will enter phase 2 this weekend, which means more businesses that were closed because of the pandemic can reopen. There are going to be some changes with how businesses operate in the city of New Orleans, and Duke Carter is live this morning. And Duke, as you were mentioning earlier, walking around the French Quarter before, you would see all the businesses boarded up, but hopefully this will bring some new life to those businesses.
Well, hopefully this will inject some new life into the businesses here on Bourbon Street this week, and we're starting to see some activities, not just the people who've been out all night, but we're starting to see some trucks come through just to get ready to open up shop hopefully for this upcoming weekend. And so we want to show you all some things, guidelines that people need to be aware of, especially with people who are trying to open their business here in the city of New Orleans. And it all depends on what business you have. So restaurants, bars, food with permits, gyms and fitness centers, barbers, hair and nail salons, museums, zoos, aquariums, salons, spas, and tattoo parlors can now open at 50%, and others, including outdoor pools and bars without food permits, can open at 25%. And so according to bar owners in the city, while they're grateful to be open this upcoming weekend, there are fears when they had to shut down for the pandemic, and there are also fears that if their clients would return now that they're able to open. Take a listen.
Just trying to keep up with the bills was the most important thing for us. We didn't want to get behind. We know the city is in the same shape that we are, basically just on a larger scale, and the state as well, without having income.
It was rough. And then once you realize it's not just you, it's the world, you get your sea legs about you, and you have to get to the business of getting it together. And so that's what we tried to do. So we did that pivot move that everybody talks about, and we went virtual. So we did Victory Virtual for a long time. So once a week we would broadcast live on social media outlets.
Now, many owners that we spoke to say that they do plan to do some things differently now that they're able to reopen. Of course, obviously, masks will be required upon entering their business, and there will be hand sanitizing stations available. And they're also going to have staff on standby to make sure people properly social distance. Now, the good news here is that if everything continues to go well as far as the number of cases that we're seeing here in Orleans Parish, city leaders believe that more restrictions could be lifted in early July. For now, reporting live here on Bourbon Street, where there's some sign of life, Duke Carter, Eyewitness News.
All right, we'd like to see some life back in the quarter. Thank you so much, Duke. You have to wait a little longer for other businesses to reopen. Indoor live entertainment and concert halls will remain closed. Festivals and fairs won't be seeing a comeback for just a little bit longer. And amusement parks and arcades won't be opening back up right now.